Hey guys, I want to talk about my little project here. This is Apple Macintosh Classic from 1990, I think, or something like that. But yeah, I put a new screen in it, and I got a Raspberry Pi put in it, and it plays retro games. Right now, I got the Flying Toaster screensaver playing because it's peak. And I want to show y'all like sort of how I did it. It's not so much like a video thing, because when everything came, I got impatient, and I got home from work. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it now. I am so hyped for it. It took forever to come, but I'm gonna do it. So I will kind of show you what I did, but it won't be like step by step. But I will like give you like little hints, help. I don't know. But yeah, overall this is a really cool project, and I spent too much money on it, but it's a cool display piece and it plays games. So yeah. But yeah, I also got a tiny bit of upgrades for today. Yeah, I went to the dollar store and I got some zip ties, and I got a magic erase marker because there's a few scuffs on this, and I'm hoping this could maybe get it out. I'm not 100% sure, but it was $1, man. It's not that big of a deal if it doesn't work. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the inside so you can get like a rough idea on what I did, and I'll do the zip tie thing and try to clean it up, and I will do that on camera. So let's go to the floor. Yeah, so here it is. Welcome to my floor. If y'all watched the channel before, there shouldn't be anything new. Y'all seen this corner multiple times. But yeah, I'll show you what the inside looks like. So let me just get this apart real quick. Alright, so here's the inside. I know it's kind of rough to see, haha, get it. But yeah, this is a 9.7 inch screen. It's actually from this casing, so obviously I took it apart. Issue is, so notice how these have speakers? Yeah, let me show you the speaker currently. So these are the speakers that was built in, and this was the wire. I don't know if y'all can notice an issue, but yeah, it came off. I got the glue off. I used not hot glue gun. I used a hair dryer to kind of like help me get the glue off, and I took it off. It was working fine, and when I picked them up once, they both just fell off. I'm like, whatever. So yeah, but yeah, this is the screen. This did have a CRT. This was the CRT, and I know y'all gonna kill me, but this was gutted when I bought this. All it had was the case and the CRT built in. That's it. That's all that was in here. So I hope I don't get death threats over this. But yeah, see, it's pretty messy in here, but it's pretty simple what's going on. So we got a little adapter. It's a CRT to LCD. I think that's what the thing is called. I'll leave a link in the description for like most of everything. But when I screwed it in with the screws, I think this was one of the screws that used. The screen was pressing on it, and I didn't like that. So what I did was I had it screwed in, and I used hot glue. Hot glue was like the savior of this project. And I like hot glued it to stay in place, and then I put the screen on, and then I hot glued the screen to the adapter. It's probably not the best way to do it, but it's what I came up with. But yeah, this has a logic board, it goes down here to right here. I know it's kind of hard to see, but what's nice with this screen, which I got, which I'll probably leave in the description as well, is it's powered by a Type C. So I have the HDMI plugged into the Raspberry Pi, but then I also have the Type C plugged into the Raspberry Pi, so it's powered by the Raspberry Pi, so it's only one plug that needs to come out, which is awesome. What's this cord? This is the HDMI, and we got an aux plugged into the monitor out here for my speaker. I'll show y'all what I've been using. I just used this JBL, and what's nice is in the little divot of the Macintosh, I can just kind of slide this in, and you can't really see it, or at least from like where I sit, you can't see it. But yeah, no, this is pretty simple inside. Yeah, what I kind of wanted to do was zip tie the Raspberry Pi in place, because what I did was, so the monitor stand came with like this sticky foam, like a double-sided foam, and I tried using that to mount this. As you see, it's still a bit wobbly, so I got the zip ties to see if that would help at all. So yeah, let's go get them. Wait, I forgot to explain. I got a USB hub plugged in, so you can see it right here, slightly, right there. That's just for external, because it's really hard to plug things in here. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that before I put it in, which I guess doesn't help that much, but yeah, still. Alright, it's back in now. As you can see, there's some writing up here. So I hope the magic eraser will at least take care of that. Once again, I got this from the dollar store, but still. Oh, it feels so weird. And yeah, I know what y'all might be saying. I should have done this before I glued the screen in. You're correct, but I can't change anything about that now, so oh well. Alright, well, it didn't do too much, but it did help. I mean, the sculpture right here is gone. I don't know, I cleaned up a tiny bit. Most of the thing on top is gone. I couldn't get rid of all of it, but yeah. But like I was saying, I will show y'all what I do. So, the speaker, I plug into the aux. Normally I don't unplug it, but for like to take it apart, you know, I just didn't want to risk it, so I unplugged it. So I plugged it in here, and I just kind of slide in there. So it's like that. You can't really see it, so it's not that big of a deal. Cool, problem solved. I'm not upset by removing the speaker at all, but not at all. But yeah, you got that figured out. Alright, but now that we're done down here, we can bring it back up there, and I can show you what's on here. Alright, so we're back at the desk, and so the way I power this is so with the Raspberry Pi, you gotta turn it off and on, but it's inside there. So how do you do it? Well, the plug's really short, so I got this Christmas light extender, like where you just like power it on and off. So if I just press a button, it turns on. It feels like magic. Not really. It's a button, but still. So yeah, we got the USB hub right here. We got a USB flash drive and a Xbox controller, just because it's the easiest controller to do. I do use this sometimes, but I gotta like pair it each time, which is a tad bit annoying. But that's what we have. Let me turn on the speaker real quick. This is what we have. We got Super Nintendo, we got Game Boy games, we got Game Boy Color, we got Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo 64, NES, ports, PS2. PS2 is a bit questionable on this thing, but what was really annoying is the way I originally tried doing this was with RetroPie, and when I set it up, it wasn't really working well. It wasn't running Nintendo 64 games well, so I was like, okay, I'll use Bardo's error. Then I was having issues with that, and then I followed this YouTube tutorial, and it was like an image. Like basically all the configuring thing was done. So I'll link that in the video in the description below. Yeah, it was pretty simple because I tried using like SSH before to like get into everything, and that sucked. I felt smart pretending to know I knew what I was doing, but yeah, no, it wasn't working well. So yeah, I just followed the tutorial. I'll post that, have in the description. The one issue about this is the way I did the screen. So inside there's like this little like block and things like right up here to like have the screen lined up. Issue is I probably should have cut that off and tried centering this a little bit more, because if I go into, I think the easiest thing to like figure it out is like Tetris. Cause like a bit of the bottom screen's a bit cut off. It's not that big of a deal. However, it is slightly annoying sometimes. Like, see, you can't see that. You can't see the last block. A tad bit annoying. I mean, if you like look from up angle, you can see a tiny bit of it. But still, it is kind of annoying, and it's a shame that this wasn't perfect. But I'm proud mostly how it turned out. So the fact it works at all, I'm happy with. But yeah, this is kind of strange because when I do quit emulation station, this does have like a desktop, surprisingly. Because when I was trying to do it, I didn't have a desktop. It was entirely code. But no, this has a desktop. I could show y'all. The issue is the Wi-Fi on the Raspberry Pi sucks, and the router doesn't really reach my room all that well. So it's like a lose-lose. So if I want Wi-Fi in this thing, I'm probably better off just either A, bring it downstairs and do what I want, then bring it back up, which is a hassle, or I can get like a USB thing for Wi-Fi. I haven't gotten it yet, but maybe I will eventually. But yeah, I do have some plans I would like to do in the future. I like to get an HDMI switcher, so I could like have like my computer plugged into it or something. That would be really cool. Something else I'd really like to do is like have like a USB switch, so I can use my keyboard on this. So if I want to like use a desktop, that's if I get the whole thing set up on the Wi-Fi thing. But yeah, I don't know. Let me actually mute this. That might be better. Yeah, but yeah, I want to get like the USB thing so I can use my keyboard and mouse on this, which would be pretty cool. And I would like to get some like retro USB controllers. So like, yeah, I have this, which works fine, but I have to pay every time, which is a bit annoying. So maybe I'll go on AliExpress one day and get like a $5 like SNES type controller. I'd also like a Nintendo 64 style controller, because so this is going on the big LA420 channel. Although my other channel is Rough 64, and that's because I really like the Nintendo 64. Yeah, that's why I like Mario 64 so much. Hey, that's not gonna work. I would like to get a USB controller of that, because that would be cool. What else? I don't know, it's mostly just like the, oh, that didn't work. Alright, maybe like get like actual speakers to put in here, that would be cool. Would it work? I don't know, because a lot of the ones aren't powered by aux, so I could hypothetically power it by like the, oh my gosh, I could power it by the USB and the Raspberry Pi, although I don't want to overload that because I already got a USB hub plugged in. Granted, if I just have like an external source of power, it would be fine for the USB, but still, I don't want to like push it too much, you know. Also, I swear to God, I can do this, the dead zones on this controller for some reason. I don't know if it's this controller or RetroPie, it just sucks for like Nintendo 64 games. I can normally do this just fine on my Nintendo 64. But yeah, Nintendo 64 runs really well. I've played like harder to run games like Perfect Dark and stuff. Okay, that's enough of that, sorry. PS2, I'm not like expecting like too much from it. It was just something like, hey, you know, I'll try it, and if it works, it works. So far, like Silent Hill runs fine. I've hardly played into it. Like I set this up all in one night, and it was like 4 to like 6 a.m. and I was like, I'm done. I need to go to bed. I'm really tired. If it'll boot up, you good, man? Okay, there you go. But yeah, I don't know. Silent Hill fits like the Halloween theme. I'm gonna try to get this out before Halloween. Not before, because it's the 30th, but on Halloween, preferably if possible. So yeah, it looks like it runs okay. At least that's what it seems like. Hold on, let's do the meeting with Angela.
Lost. Lost?
The sudden change is so funny between like the CGI and like the actual in-game models. Anyways, yeah, from what I've seen, it seems like it runs okay. I mean, I don't know if I'll be playing too much of this. I'd like to play the original because I'm currently playing the remake on my Rough 64 channel, so if y'all, you should check it out if y'all want to. But yeah, it'd be really cool playing the original. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of tank controls, but I could probably get used to it. Yeah, I should have said it, but yeah, I really like Silent Hill 2. You know, we got obviously that, and we got the, well, mostly Angela. She's my favorite character in the game. We got we got my wallpaper. We got that art, which I love, buying things from Etsy. We got that Angela keychain, we got that Angela keychain. I don't know if that counts, but we got the Silent Hill 2 poster, and she's on it, so I feel like that counts. But I'm sure I could probably play PSP games on this as well. That'd be pretty cool, playing Black Rock Shooter. I want to get the PS1 emulator. For some reason, I didn't do that when I set this all up, and I haven't felt like doing it yet. But, you know, playing Megaman Legends again would be pretty cool. I really like that game. And as you can see, I got, where is it? No. Where did it go? So, okay, we got Mega Man 64, which is pretty cool. I really like that game, mostly Mega Man Legends. But yeah, overall, this was a really cool project. There would be things I would do differently, like I said, the screen, and maybe the Raspberry Pi. I feel like I could have gotten like a smaller computer, not a smaller, but like a probably a little bit bigger Windows thing, and put something like Linux on it and have that run better. But I went to Best Buy and got this. I couldn't just go to Best Buy and get a tiny computer. I would have to like wait from eBay, or like AliExpress, or like Amazon. So it's kind of nice that I was just able to go out and buy this. Of course, Nintendo games run really well. I mean, I don't know. Megaman on this thing that just looks so right to me. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. It just looks so good. It's like the scaling's sure, I guess, a tiny bit off, but it doesn't matter to me that much. I don't know. It's still fun. And I get to play Mega Man 1. I haven't played much of Mega Man 2, but it's because I like to play the first games first. Which kind of silly for something like Mega Man, because a lot of people don't like start with Mega Man 2, but I'm picky, okay? Alright, we can try a little bit of Smash Melee. I haven't really played this game before, but, you know, we'll probably survive. Alright, I mean, so far it seems like it's working fine. I mean, like I said, I don't really play this game. If I play Smash Bros, it's mostly Ultimate or like 3DS because that's just what I've played. But yeah, I mean, from what it seems like, this looks perfectly fine. Why can't I? How do I? I don't know how to like grab people. Oh, okay. I'm dead. But yeah, it seems like, oh, I didn't mean to turn it off, but yeah, okay. It seems like it's running okay. I mean, of course, like, SNES is gonna work fine, Game Boy Color, it all works fine, which I'm really proud of. But yeah, if it's not obvious, I am proud of how this turned out, and it's a really cool project if y'all want to do it for yourself. Like I said, I'll leave everything I mostly use in the description. But yeah, I hope you guys had a fun time watching. I had a fun time explaining this, and maybe don't use everything I did as a guide because I probably did things pretty wrong, and I'm sure people will complain if they see this, but it works. That's all I really want from it. But yeah, I mean, this would be cool to like use like an actual computer. The thing is like Raspberry Pi is like, I might be able to use it for web browsing. Issue is, once again, it's the Wi-Fi thing. But yeah, because I really wanted to get Space Hay on this. I don't know why, but like, that's gonna be such a vibe, you know, if I was able to do like Space Hay. I don't know if y'all know what it is, but I'll show y'all a tiny bit. Alright, here we got Space Hay. It's kind of like a MySpace type thing. I mean, my page is pretty basic compared to other people's, but yeah, no, it's cool. And it would have been really cool to have this on the whole Mac, but it is what it is. Maybe eventually, but not now, sadly. But yeah, I'll stop talking about this. Sorry, you can go back to the video. But yeah, with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want like a pro tip or like a hint on what it's gonna be, I bought a mid 2009 MacBook, so we're gonna try to upgrade it so you can get like, I don't know, the firmware I saw that runs on it is really weird because I'm gonna upgrade it to 4 GB of RAM because you can do 6 and 8, but finding like a DDR2 4 GB stick is stupidly expensive. So I'll probably cheap out and just get 4 GB. But I'm gonna see y'all next time, and you guys have a fun time watching and a fun time explaining, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.